Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from JM Motors Unlimited. Today I am going to be prepping and painting the exhaust on my 1985 Honda 250 SX. And if you haven't seen it, for more information about that bike, you can go look at my video. It's a few before this about my new 3-wheelers. 250SX and 185S, and it'll tell you a little more about that bike. But if you haven't seen it, it needs a complete restoration, and the frame is rotted out, but the motor and everything else is good, just the frame is bad. So I've got that frame up there I'm gonna put in it, and that's a spare frame that I'm gonna probably end up selling because it's not quite as good. But I got a bunch of extra parts and stuff, and I needed a new exhaust. So this is an original exhaust I found on a parts bike. So in this video I'm going to be cleaning it up and prepping it, priming it, and then painting it with some high temp paint. I have some right here. Some high temp 2000 degree paint. So I'm going to use this to paint it. So I'm just going to show you that, and I was in the process of doing it. I was sanding down the little heat shield right there, and I thought I ought to make a video about it, so I decided to make a video about it. So I'm starting with the little heat shield here. I already started on it, but I'm getting the paint off, the thick black original paint, with some 120 grit sandpaper. And after I get it sanded down, I got a little piece of 220 here, and I'm going to sand it some with the 220 just to get some of the deep scratches out of it. So I got the little heat shield all sanded down, and I don't have any high temp primer, so I'm probably not going to prime it. But I'm going to clean it. I'm going to spray it with some carb cleaner and get all the dust and everything off of it, and all the oil from my hands and everything from rubbing on it and touching it. Then I'm going to set it out, and I'm going to paint it. And then, so this one don't rust while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and do this, then do the head pipe, and then the muffler. And then I don't have to worry about getting this one painted, getting them all painted before this one starts to rust, because this one will rust if I wait until I get the muffler done too. So after you spray it with carb cleaner, if you even do that, you don't have to do that, but I like to. But you want to leave it for 15-20 minutes to let all the carb cleaner evaporate off of it. And I'm going to do the back first, because if I do the front first, then I'll have to lay it on the freshly painted surface that's going to be outside where you see to paint the back. So I'm going to paint the back first, and I can put it on the back, and it won't matter if it gets scratched or nothing, because you can't see it. So I got that sprayed. I'll let it dry, then I'll flip it over and paint the other side. So I got a coat of paint on my header, and I've got a couple coats on the heat shield. So now I'm gonna work on sanding down the muffler and get it painted. Well, I got it all sanded down, and this exhaust is not in the best of shape. The back of it here is all chewed up, but it's the only one I got, the only one I can find. So I'm gonna paint it and use it. The muffler is just a really bad part. I'd like to find an aftermarket muffler, but I haven't been able to find one. So I'm gonna put a coat on this and flip the header and put another coat on it on the other side of it, and probably flip the heat shield and put another coat on the other side of it. So that's really about it. All I gotta do is put a couple more coats on the header and the muffler. I gotta flip the muffler over and put another coat on the other side. And, well, I haven't put but one coat on this side, so I gotta put a coat on the other side. And I'm gonna flip the header back over and put one more coat on the other side, and that'll be done. And then put another coat on this side, and then the other side of the header, and that'll be done. Then I'll just have to put a couple coats on this side of the muffler and a couple on the other side, and all my exhaust will be done. So stay tuned and I'll paint that. So hope you like it. So I brought my 250 SX over here from the other shed. I want to show it to y'all, show you the bike the pipes was going to be going on, and to give y'all an idea of some other videos I'm going to be making on it. And it's a 1985 250 SX, and it's just pretty much shot. Pretty much the only thing that I'm going to be using on it is the forks and the motor and the rear end. That's pretty much it, which seems kind of stupid to restore something like this, but I mean, I figure it's better than just junking it. But got a new frame, well, not new, a used frame that's good, and I'm gonna be painting the frame and rebuilding all the forks, and I'm gonna paint my rims, get me some tires, repaint the swing arm. I've got a hitch, and I'm gonna be getting new plastics, and I'm gonna try to find an original steel gas tank. It needs a new dashboard, grips, and a headlight. The headlight don't work. I've got a set of fork boots, and if I can find it, I'm gonna try to find an original rear rack. These bikes had optional front and rear racks, and optional headlight guards. So if I can find those, I'm gonna buy them and put them on here. But if I can't, I might try to build some that like original lookalikes. Me and my buddy have built a couple other racks, so hopefully I can find some original ones. That's what I'd really like to have. But if I can't, I'm gonna just build something. I've seen a couple headlight guards. I've seen one front rack in person. A guy I bought some parts for had one for a SX he was restoring. He wouldn't sell it to me. I wanted it, but he wouldn't sell it to me. But they just clamp here, and instead of having the brace going down like the big reds have, it has the brace going up to here. Then they just clamp on the upper fork legs. But that's some other videos I'm gonna be doing, and I'm just gonna be completely tearing the bike down, painting everything, restoring everything, and then putting it back together. And I'm probably going to end up rebuilding the motor while I have it off, because that'd be opportune time to do it. Just doing a top end, and it's getting where it smokes pretty bad, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do that while I got it off. So hope y'all liked this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if y'all want to follow along on this bike build, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, JM Motors Unlimited, and hit the little bell, and it'll tell you every time I upload a video. And give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.